watching. Jeremy here with the Crazy Christmas Crew in this series of videos about Xlights. This is the first of probably many videos I'll be putting together. I'm putting these videos together to help you guys. This is really a series of videos for basic beginners on Xlights. I just started playing with Xlights maybe about a month ago, and I had a hard time finding good, helpful, basic videos to help get someone started. I've known about Xlights for about 3 years now, and I've always said, I'll switch from Light O Rama to Xlights, but never did. The reason I'm doing it this year is because now I'm integrating pixels and a smart controller to my light show, and I think that's probably the best software to do that with. However, it was very difficult to figure out how to set up the controllers in in Xlights, and then how to actually get started and actually get to the point where they're actually working. So this video is going to this particular video is going to be basically a quick introduction to Xlights and how do you set up your Light O Rama controllers in the Xlights program so you can actually get them started. Alright, so hopefully this will help. I'm going to try to keep it as dumb and as simple as possible, and that's no offense to anybody. It's just basically to try to get the basics down and help you become more advanced, basically.
Xlights software is found here at xlights.org. You can download this. It is a free version. It's a free program that you can use, and it works with most any controller out there. I'm not sure exactly which ones it doesn't work with or which ones it does, but I know that from my experience in talking with other users, this works with quite a few, if not most of all, the controllers that are out there on the market. The controllers that I have that I'm using are the Light O Rama controllers, which are actually this series right here. It's just a 16-channel AC controller. I have 4 of these. I also have a CMD24D, which is a 24-channel controller that runs 8 RGB lights. Right, and these 2 are these actual 5 boxes. Again, I have 4 of the 16 channels, and 1 of these are all being communicated to my Xlights program using the USB RS485 communications adapter. Okay. So that's how, and this video is going to consist on how we're going to set up these Light O Rama controlled devices with this adapter. So when you open up your Light O Rama, I'm going to say that 100 times. When you open up your Xlights program, you're going to get this screen. Now, let's pretend that all this is blank. This is basically going to be empty and ready for you. All right. I was going to delete this, but it takes quite a bit of time, not only to get this set up, but to the layout and sequence and everything set up, so I didn't want to delete everything and come back to the video, so I'm just going to add more. Alright, so when you open up the program, this is going to be empty, alright, for the first time anyway. The first step is going to be the setup process. Now what you're going to need to do is tell this program what boxes you have. What we're going to do in this video is how to set up an Light O Rama boxes to be controlled with Xlights. So we're going to hit Add LOR for Light O Rama. A window is going to pop up. Any minute now. There we go. Light O Rama output designed for some of the more advanced commands to reduce the amount of bits in the Light O Rama network. All right. So basically, we're going to have, in my show anyway, and this is a very advanced program, okay? But we're going to try to keep it as dumb and simple as possible. So my ID, my network, is going to be always 1 for every one of my different controllers. And again, this video is just going to be Light O Rama, okay? The port is this dongle here that we communicate when we plug it into the computer. It communicates on a specific port. Alright, so we're going to need to know which port that is. Okay, Light O Rama will scan the ports and tell you if you open that hardware, the hardware tab, the program through Light O Rama, or you can go ahead and plug it into this computer. Go ahead and select any one of these ports for now, and then when you go to try to control your lights, it'll tell you which port you're connected to, and if it's not matching up, it won't actually control the lights. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, my Light O Rama port is COM port 3. Alright, so I'll just say COM port 3. I'm going to max this out, and I'm going to say that the description of this communications port, which is my Light O Rama dongle, is going to be LOR. Okay. Now we've created the communications port. We need to add the controllers. So we come here and hit add, and in my world I have 4 AC controllers, so 16 channels each. The first one is obviously unit ID 1. It's an AC controller, 16 channels, and we can just label this box 1. And that added the first controller. And we'll do this 3 more times to add the 4 AC controllers that I have. Again, I just changed the unit ID to 2, box 2, unit ID 3, box 3, and unit ID 4, box 4. Those are my 4 AC 16 channel controllers. Okay. Now I need to add my CBD, what was it? CMB24D. Okay. Again, this is another Light O Rama controller. Alright, so we're going to add one more. This is a RGB controller. It has a total of 24 channels. It's 8 channels, and each channel has 3 channels basically, so it's an RGB channel. So a total of 24 channels. My unit ID for this box is 5, and we're going to do RGB flood. Okay, and there. I've now added my Light O Rama universe. We just hit OK, and there it is added right there. Okay. I will make a note here. Okay. Now, if you look over here where it says channel 2598, it's 2617. All right. I've added 88 channels to an existing thing, so actually those channels start at 2589. But if you look back up here, the one that I made before, it was my first one in. All right. It's channels 1 through 88, so it's actually in the whole scheme of the whole Xlights, it's actually channels 1 through 88. My next thing that I'm adding is my DMX, which will be on a different video. That will start, it's 100 channels, channels 1 through 100, but it actually starts at 89 through 188. Okay, so that's how the Light O Rama network. Now, if you're only controlling LOR boxes here, that's all you got to do. Now we move to the next step. Okay, now keep in mind, we have 88 channels because we have 4 16 boxes and 1 24 channel box. That equals 88 channels. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. The next step we're going to go over is the how to add the DMX network, and then we'll do the E131 network in the following video. And after we get through with these, then we're going to go over to the next layout and then sequencer. So make sure you check out those other videos.